Hi, my amazing artist. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an astronaut collage art using paper and oil pastel. For this project, I was inspired by the book Astronaut Handbook by Meghan McCarthy. I really like her style in illustration and I wanted to use her technique in my work. But before we start, let's talk about collage. Collage is when artists use cut pieces of paper, wood, cloth, or things like that on a flat surface to create their artwork. For this project, you need a piece of white paper, black paper, some oil pastels, pencil, eraser, scissors, glue stick, and a bottle cap or something circle that you can trace around like the size of a bottle cap. So I looked at the pictures of the book and then I started creating my background on a black piece of paper. So you need to fold your 6 by 9 inch paper in half, and then on the bottom half of your paper you can draw a curved line to represent moon, and then I created some patterns more like circles and ovals, like the patterns on the surface of the moon, and then I colored them with oil pastel. I used white, orange, and then I switched to cool colors, light blue, dark blue. I'm just creating some shades on my round shapes to create a sense of three-dimensional look to the surface of the moon, and then I'm using black to outline these ovals and circles. Okay, after the surface of the moon is ready, I am going to work on the background, the black background of my artwork. I'm going to create, think about outer space and things that we can see there, and then start drawing them. I like to go over the pictures of the book, just taking a look at some pages, see which pages I like more, which subjects or which pictures I'm gonna get more inspired by, and then I will go back to my work. I really like these spaceships, so I'm gonna draw probably one or two of them. I'm starting by drawing some simple geometric shapes, more like triangle, rectangle, and then one more probably on this side would be nice. As you can see, I'm just using simple shapes, and then think about what you can see in outer space. So I'm doing comets, shooting stars, and then I will use some bright hot colors to color them in, because those colors like orange, red, or some light colors could be very well seen on the black paper. And then I'm creating some dot patterns to represent different planets and stars. Now I'm using a regular paper. I'm folding it in half, taking a look at my picture book again, and because I want to draw my astronaut, so I really like this page. This is astronaut suit, so I'm just taking a look at those details And then taking a look at the picture of this astronaut, I really like the style that illustrator Meghan McCarthy used in this book to illustrate her astronauts. So I'm gonna fold my half paper in half again. Because I don't need the astronaut to be very big. My paper is 6 by 9 and the astronaut size should be half of that. I'm using a bottle cap to trace the helmet of the astronaut suit, and then I turn it into a stick figure like this. I'm using my pencil. Then all I need to do is to thicken all those stick figures by just drawing lines around each part and make it thicker. Drawing my astronaut boot, gloves, and then turn that circle that I traced into my astronaut helmet. So after creating something like a rectangle there, I am doing face features of my astronaut. Then I will go back to this page which has more details. So the oxygen tank or container on the back of the suit is important, which I'm just drawing that back there. And then I will erase all the extra stick figure lines that I drew in the beginning. There are some buttons and features on the suit, which I'm drawing them. And then I'm adding some details to make my suit look more like a real astronaut suit. Next step would be to trace over all my pencil lines with either a black Sharpie or a black marker, or if you don't have these, you just can use a black crayon. If you don't have the black crayon, pencil is fine, just make your drawing darker. So I'm paying attention to all the details, and since astronaut suit is usually white, I just try to add some accents of colors like US flag on the sleeve, and then adding some colors to the buttons like orange, to make my suit look more colorful. Tracing over the face features of my astronaut, and I'm using color markers for other parts. Don't forget to erase your pencil marks if you're using a black marker or Sharpie. Since I want to cut this out, it's easier for me to go around those details which are hard to be cut and make them black. Now I start cutting out my astronaut. Okay, I just remembered that I can add some shadings with my crayons. I'm just using a very light gray, blue gray color, and then some red accents. Okay, it's done. So here you see another astronaut. I forgot to record myself while I was drawing that. This is why I showed you that other one. Both are the same, so I'm just cutting this one out so you know how to draw that. I'm just cutting it out quickly, and then I will show how to glue it down onto your black background that you created. Okay, now that my astronaut is ready, I just need to glue it down onto my background paper. I'm folding my paper in half. I'm cutting 2 straight lines right in the center on the folded side, and then all I want to do, I want this part of my background to pop up, so I fold it back again, as you can see. So this part is coming out from my background, and here is the place that I want to glue down my astronaut on. So this way it looks more three-dimensional. I am folding the boots from the line that I created, and then all I need to do is to put the glue on the bottom part of the astronaut suit and also the boots. So I'm gonna put the glue stick down there, and I'm gonna glue down my astronaut to that area. I'm just gonna make my cuts a little bit longer, because that way I can glue down my astronaut better onto the pop-up area. So I'm folding it back again. Okay, now it's better. Yes, I have more space to put the glue on. Now, as I mentioned, I'm gonna put the glue on the bottom part of the astronaut suit and also back of its boots, but I folded the boots from the bottom of the suit line, and now it's working, right? It seems that it's coming closer to us and it looks three-dimensional. That's it. Now it's time for you to go and make your own astronaut collage art. Have fun!